Hi there, so here we have the RGB CCT T2 bulb from Aqara. It has an E27 Edison screw on the bottom of it to attach it, which means in the UK you may need to buy an adapter like this one to convert it from an E27 screw into a bayonet fitting, as many lights in the UK take a bayonet fitting. So what we're going to do is unbox it and we'll let you have a look. Then I'll go through the setup with you. I'll do this on a screen recording, so the screen might go a little bit in while you're seeing the screen recording, but I'll show you the setup and how it works. You can see side of the box there, other side of the box there with the energy rating. We have the rear of the box, and we have the bottom of the box there, and we also have the top of the box. Now, one thing to note, as you'll see, it is Matter compatible and it uses Thread or Zigbee protocol, and you can change that when you are setting it up, but I will show you how to do that. I'll also be showing you that it goes into HomeKit after pairing it with the Aqara Home app, and I'll run through setting up a couple of automations with you and just give you my general thoughts. And just before I do that, I completely forgot to actually unbox the item. So here is the light bulb. You can see where my fingers are that you do get a QR Matter code. There we go, you get a Matter code with the light bulb and some information on the bulb itself, and you also get some information there on the bulb if you want to pause that and read that, if it'll focus in on itself. So we'll now get to the setup and I'll show you how it all works. And just one other thing to note that I realised while I had already recorded. This version is the RGB and CCT version, which means that it's tunable white and also it has the full range of colour. It also comes in CCT only, which is tunable white without the colour options, which is slightly cheaper. And you get another two versions which are a different fitting. They are GU10 fittings, so usually the ones that go in your ceiling for your recessed lights, and again that comes in RGB and CCT or CCT only, so you can get the dimmable white or the dimmable white with the full colour spectrum as well. So yes, you get four versions of the bulbs. So I have plugged the bulb into the socket and it has breathed twice. So we will open the Aqara app. So we're going to go to the plus in the top right corner and add accessory. And as you can see, it's brought it up. If it doesn't bring it up on Magic Pair, you can scan the QR code on either the bulb itself, or the QR code is printed on a little sheet of paper inside the box. So for now, we're going to click LED here. Now, as you can see, you get the option of Thread or Zigbee. For my purposes, I want to swap to Zigbee, so we'll click there and we'll click Next. And it's telling you that it's going to switch protocols and are you sure? So we'll switch. So what that's going to do now is write a new firmware for the Zigbee protocol to the bulb. So it's completed and on to the next step now, and that took roughly about a minute, and the light has gone from a warm white to a cool white to indicate the change. So we're going to connect it to the M3 hub. You can connect it to various other hubs. As you can hear, it's in the living room and it said please add accessory.
Accessory added successfully.
And the accessory has been added successfully. So I'm going to name this as Light 2. And it's in the living room, so it's in the correct room. Just make sure that if your hub is in a different room, you may have to rename the location. So we'll click Next. And I'm going to choose that one there, and we're going to click Done. And there we are. So you can control on and off functions. And you can also control the brightness. and it is extremely quick at responding. Oh, there we go. And what I'll do is I'll go on RGB spectrum and check that it all works. I'll do a little video after, but yeah, that seems to be working perfectly fine. You have a colour palette here that you can choose from. Now if we go into Apple Home, as you can see, light bulb has automatically gone into Apple Home because it got added on the M3 hub. So we'll click in here. Do need to rename it Light 2. So I'll do that now. And we'll just click X on there. Put that up to full and we'll put it on there because that's the one that I prefer. So as you can see, I now have Light 2 that's on, and you can click the little yellow dot there, or you can click onto it and you can control it manually that way in increments. So what I will do now is go onto my accessories here, and Light 2 with the little red dot, we'll click there. I'll go to the 3 dots at the top and check for a firmware update. Firmware is up to date. If you had a firmware update, you'd just click update at the bottom and that would run through the process for you. Now it's with the M3 hub there, you can see the signal strength is very strong because it's in the same room as the M3. You have search for device. If you click that, then it flashes the light bulb to identify which light bulb you are controlling. You can control your dimming range here. So if you don't want it to go all the way down to 1% or all the way up to 100%, you can actually just move the sliders and then it will only dim between those ranges. This is particularly helpful if you're using, say, an Aqara dimmer switch that's in the wall. You have your transition settings. So this is how long it takes for the light to turn on and then turn off. It'll sort of brighten up as it turns on and then it will dim off as it's turning off. So we'll click back again. You have your power off memory. So here you can see the 4 different options. I prefer to restore the previous settings. So in the case of a power cut, then it will turn the light back on if it was on already. But equally, if you're out of the house and you have a power cut and the light was off, then it will turn it off again. So that's that one there. And you also have your device card up here with all your information. You can change the name of it, you can change the icon, and you can also change the device location from there. So I'm just going to show you a couple of automation ideas at the moment. As you can see at the top of the screen, you've got Andy's wireless mini switch T1. So we're going to click on here, click onto the 3 dots, and we're going to go to configure automations. Now, as you can see at the moment, we've already got a double click turning on and off light 1, a single click turning on and off a light strip in the living room. So they are on automation 1.0 because I set them automations quite a while ago. So we're going to add another one. And as you can see, this is the automations 2 setup. So we're going to add a trigger, go on to accessories, and as you can see, because I've gone through the wireless mini switch 3-dot menu, it brings the wireless mini switch T1 up at the top. So we're going to click here and go to long press. Then we're going to go to go to our accessories again, and we're going to find our light bulb that we want to control. In this case, it's the light 2 in the living room, and we want to toggle that one on and off. So we're going to save this, and you can rename it if you wish, and you can put your location and grouping. I'm not going to for this demonstration, so we'll just click done. And as you can see, it's saved it, and all 3 of them automations are working locally, which means if you have a loss of internet signal, then it doesn't matter, the automation will still work. So I'll show you how that works now. So as you can see, I have my wireless mini switch. If I press that once, then it turns my two things on here. And if I press it once again, it'll turn off. If I double click, that will turn that light on and off. And if I long press, then that will turn that one on and off. So just a couple of ideas of how you can use a wireless mini switch and the T2 light bulbs. So then, overall, as you can see, it's a very versatile light bulb. I am very impressed with it. It's nice and bright. It responds very quickly. You have the Matter and Zigbee protocols that you can use. So this means that you can use it with various smart home platforms and, of course, in the Aqara app. It's very easy when you set it up in the Aqara app. If you have the M3 or another hub set up already, then it will automatically transfer across to Apple HomeKit, depending on if you've got that feature turned on. It's very useful for people who are disabled, as it enables voice control or button control, as you just saw. It's great value for money at around £20 in the UK, and I will link in the description where you can buy it. So you can buy it from Amazon, you can buy it from the Aqara official shop, you can buy it from EasyGates and a few select other retailers in the UK. So yeah, very good indeed, and I am very impressed. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe if you have a minute. It does help small creators out, and I am trying to grow the channel at the moment. But for now, thank you very much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.